ever suffered from tight hips or sciatic pain, I think you're going to find today's video very helpful. I'm going to show you a few different ways to stretch a muscle called your piriformis. The piriformis is a very small muscle that is deep beneath the other glute muscles. It attaches from the lowest part of your spine into your thigh, and it is responsible for externally rotating the hip. What happens when you sit all day, this muscle can get very tight, and it actually is resting right against that sciatic nerve. So when it gets tight, it can pinch that sciatic nerve, which is what's going to cause that low back pain that goes into your hip and radiates all the way down into your leg. I am well aware that there are plenty of other causes for tight hips and sciatic pain, and I am by no means a doctor. I am not trying to diagnose anybody. However, I have seen countless people get relief from this very stretch. This first variation is my personal favorite because you can do it in a chair. So if that muscle is getting tight from your desk job, you can stretch it out while you're working. To begin this stretch, you're going to sit upright, feet flat on the ground, and you're going to bring one ankle over the opposite leg just above your knee. You're going to flex this top foot and think about driving the balls of your feet to the wall across from it. Then you're going to put your hand on this thigh just above the knee and gently push down towards the ground while you are still pushing the ball of that foot in the opposite direction. And you're just going to gently lean forward until you can feel that nice stretch, stopping before you have pain. We want it to hurt so good. We don't want it to hurt. This next variation is good for those of you that don't work a desk job and maybe you're on your feet all day and you don't have time to sit down. You can do this one standing. You just need something for support. So I am using a chair in this instance, but you could also use a counter or anything else just to help support you. You're going to start by holding onto your chair or counter. Same thing, feet flat on the ground. You're going to bring one ankle over the opposite thigh, just above the knee. Still going to flex the foot, drive the balls of the feet out towards the opposite wall. You can either use your hand to push that knee back, or just think about doing it isometrically if you want to have both hands for stability. Either way, we're still going to push that knee back, flex that foot, drive the balls of our feet out, and from here, we're just going to bend our lower knee, and we're going to sink down into it, bringing our torso towards our thighs until we feel that nice stretch. This next variation can be performed sitting on the ground. You're going to have a seat with your knees bent and your feet flat on the ground. Again, we're going to bring one ankle over our opposite thigh, just above the knee. We're going to flex that foot, think about driving the ball of our foot to the opposite wall, thinking about driving this knee down. We're going to put our hands behind us for support this time. And by bending this knee, it's going to bring our leg closer towards our torso until we feel that nice stretch. You can also use your arms to make this less intense by leaning back or more intense by pushing yourself forward just to wherever you feel that nice stretch deep in those glutes. This last variation is nice because it's one that you can do laying down. So you can even do this one in bed. You're going to lay flat on your back. We're still going to bring one ankle over our opposite thigh, just above the knee. This is all the same. Foot is flexed, balls of foot are driving out. Thinking about driving this knee down. We're going to lay down. We're going to use our hands to grab this other back of this thigh and pull our leg towards us. As with any stretch, I really recommend holding it for a minimum of 30 seconds to really get the benefits of it. This particular stretch, I usually suggest doing up to a minute even, just because this muscle can get so tight. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that little thumbs up or leave me a comment. If you have any inquiries about coaching services, all of my contact information is in the description below with my website, email, Facebook, and Instagram. I don't know where your piriformis is. Sorry, bud.